Why did previous AIADMK government want to acquire Jayalalitha's post garden house? Who are its legal heirs? Much like Gopalapuram residence of late Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi, Jayalalitha's Veda Nilayam also has a great significance in Tamil Nadu politics. The Madras High Court Wednesday set aside the accusation of J. Jayalalitha's residence Veda Nilayam in Chennai's premium post garden residential area. The previous AIADMK government has decided to convert the late Chief Minister's residence into a state-run museum. The decision was challenged by Deepa and Deepak, niece and nephew of Jayalalitha and legal heirs. Much like Gopalapuram residence of late Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi, Jayalalitha's Veda Nilayam also has a great significance in state politics. Why did the state government want to acquire Veda Nilayam? The AIA-DMK government's idea to convert Veda Nilayam into a museum emerged out of fear that the property would end up in the hands of V.K. Sasikala, a close aide of late Jayalalitha. C.M. Palaniswamy and his camp, who are loyalists turned foes of Sasikala, were apprehensive that she would revive her political clout after her release from Bengaluru prison. Veda Nilayam not only serves as a memory of the late CM, but it also a symbol of power for Sasikala, who ran the show from the bungalow when Jayalalitha was alive. Legal loopholes in the AIA-DMK government hurried plans began with an ordinance issued in May 2020 at a time when the entire state was in a complete lockdown owing to the coronavirus pandemic. The process was challenged legally as it kept Deepa and Deepak, legal heirs and the children of Jayalalitha's late brother, in the dark. The government's plan was to move the properties of the house under the ownership of Purachi Tallavi Dr. J. Jayalalitha's Memorial Foundation headed by the then CM Paliswamy. The state government had deposited 67.9 crore in the city civil court on July 25 for acquiring Veda Nilayam, in which rupees 36.9 crore was meant to be paid towards IT and wealth tax arrears, which Jayalalitha reported owed the income tax department. In January 2021, the Madras High Court did not stop the government from changing the property into a museum, but passed an order preventing the government from opening it for public view. On Wednesday, the court directed the government to return the keys of Veda Nilayam to Deepa and Deepak in 3 weeks' time. Movable and immovable assets of Veda Nilayam. The property that was originally purchased by Jayalalitha's mother, who was also an actress, with a 3-storied residential structure, has 2 mango trees, a jackfruit tree, and 5 coconut and banana trees. Inside there were as many as 10,438 dresses and cloth materials, 8,376 books, 38 air conditioners, and up to 4 kg gold, 601 kg silver, 11 televisions, 10 refrigerators, 29 telephones and mobile phones, 394 mementos, 65 suitcases, and 108 cosmetics and 6 clocks. Legal hired Sasikala and Jayalalitha. Deepa, 44, the eldest daughter of Jayalalitha's late brother J. Jayakumar, had stayed away from her aunt ever since her father's death in 1995. The reason that kept them away include the increasing clout of Sasikala and her family members during the period and Jayalalitha's decision to adopt a non-Brahmin V. N. Sudhakaran, Sasikala's nephew, as her foster son. The distance between Jayalalitha and her late brother family was such that she did not turn up when Deepa's mother died in 2013. Deepa's last meeting with Jayalalitha was in 2002 while her younger brother Deepak had links with Bose Garden and Sasikala family, especially Sasikala's late husband Natarajan. Now, when Madras High Court has quashed the accusation move and returned the property to Deepa and Deepak, sources said that Sasikala might be stepping in sooner or later to purchase Veda Nilayam from Jayalalitha's legal hands. It is a place where Sasikala lived with Jayalalitha from the mid 1980s, except for a brief period in 2011 when she was sent out over a dispute with the late CM. Sasikala was already married in the 1980s before striking a friendship with Jayalalitha, but eventually she abandoned her family life to live with Jayalalitha. Sasikala and Natarajan have no children and hardly lived together after the 1990s. In the process, many Sasikala family members were also seen falling out of favor with her, including TTV Dinakaran, her nephew, and the only person other than her in the family with political acumen. The only other Sasikala family member who maintained camaraderie with Jayalalitha was Ilavarsi, wife of Sasikala's late brother, who was also a convict in the disproportionate assets case in which Jayalalitha was the first accused Ilavari's children to spend their early childhood at Vedanilayam. Public money saved. When Jayalalitha already had a grand memorial complex on Marina Beach, the Madras High Court quashing the order Wednesday questioned the necessity to have one more memorial in her name. The court ordered also saves at least 67.9 crore, the amount deposited by the state government in civil court for acquiring Vedanilayam. Thank you.